You really, really should have waited. You took this fight too early.
Yo, too, we're back again with some more boxing news in the boxing world. We got some breaking news. Gary Jonas, Lamont Roach's promoter, says this rematch is a done deal. It's over with. It is going down second time around.
How soon is it going to be before you're done? Because on several occasions, it's almost like you're alluding to, you only have but so many fights left. You're looking to walk away from the game. How close are you to that, being undefeated and unblemished with some big fights out there for you to get?
StephenASmith has voiced strong warnings, advising Gervonta Davis to reconsider a rematch with Lamont Roach.
That should have been a knockdown. Having said that, let me stand up. Shannon, Ocho, I got to apologize on national television to that brother Lamont Roach. I didn't give him much of a chance in this fight because I thought he was the smaller guy moving up. I didn't expect him to be in the ring bigger. And from opening bell, he walked right to Tank Davis. I was stunned. And the brother can fight. I'm very impressed with Lamont Roach. He put on a great performance, and he wants his love on national television right now. We need to give it to him. This brother is special for the sport of boxing. He can fight, and he can take a punch.
StephenASmith recently apologized to Lamont Roach after underestimating him in his fight against Gervonta Tank Davis. Initially, Smith believed Roach was too small to compete, but after witnessing Roach's performance, where he consistently pressured Davis throughout the fight, Smith admitted he was wrong. He acknowledged Roach's resilience and fighting ability, particularly after Davis took a knee in the 9th round due to hair grease in his eyes. Smith now sees Roach as a formidable fighter and is looking forward to a potential rematch later this year.
What I didn't know is that once Lamont Roach stepped into the ring, he would be the bigger fighter. What I didn't know is that once he was in the ring and he looked like the bigger fighter, he fought like the bigger fighter because, ladies and gentlemen, from opening bell, he walked right to Gervonta Davis. Walked right to him and stayed in his face all night long. If he backed up at all, ladies and gentlemen, it was 5% of the time. The other 95% of the time, he walked right to Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis caught him with some good shots. He took it and then gave it back. Body punches, counter punches, left hook, straight right. This brother Lamont Roach can fight. And he's beautiful defensively as well. And seemed completely unfazed and undeterred by Tank Davis, a knockout artist.
On March 1st, 2025, Gervonta Davis defended his WBA lightweight title against Lamont Roach at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The fight was highly anticipated, with Davis entering as a favorite due to his undefeated record and knockout power. However, Roach, despite being the underdog, delivered a performance that far exceeded expectations, challenging Davis at every turn throughout the match.
For me, Tank Davis fighting a minus 1,600 as your main event odds is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That underdog lived up to the hype. He ended up, overperforming. Lamont Roach, credit to him, all this other stuff. And it took some politics to keep Davis as champion. You ever see guys getting the referee their own fight? Dude, anybody else takes that knee, you're getting counted, bro. The referee, actually, his instinct, if you watch that, the referee's instinct was to count. If you notice, Steve Willis started counting, and then he looked at the timekeeper outside the ring, wasn't counting, and he stopped counting. So you get to call your own timeout. Earlier in the fight, if you saw that shoulder barge that Tank did to Roach in the clinch, he didn't get a warning, but Roach's reaction got the warning. This is the politics we're dealing with. You keep doing this, you're looking at short-term money and long-term destruction of the sport.
The most contentious moment of the fight came in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, citing vision issues caused by grease from his hair getting into his eyes. Referee Steve Willis did not count it as a knockdown, a decision that has since faced widespread criticism. The match ended with one judge scoring 115 to 113 in favor of Davis, while the other two scored at 114 to 114, resulting in a majority draw, while Davis retained his title. The outcome immediately sparked debate over the fairness of the decision.
The guy from a division lower moves up and gives Tank Davis his toughest fight. I thought beating him on the inside, making him miss, putting offense behind defense after making him miss, being more active. Obviously, Tank's going to have the edge in power. Tank is going to have the edge in power strikes. I think ultimately the stats spoke to that. I don't think that this was a disaster. I think it'd be strong to call it a disaster. The fight was not great up front. The fight was not great in the middle, but it was very good. Not amazing, but definitely very good down the stretch.
Lamont Roach Jr. has made it clear that he strongly desires a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis following their controversial majority draw on March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. The fight ended with one judge scoring it 115 to 113 in favor of Davis, while the other two judges had it even at 114 to 114. A pivotal moment came in the ninth round when Davis took a knee, citing eye irritation, but referee Steve Willis did not rule a knockdown.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long will you take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Following the bout, Roach's team filed an appeal, but the New York State Athletic Commission upheld the draw. As a result, Davis was removed from the Ring Magazine's pound-for-pound rankings, with David Benavidez taking his spot.
It ain't no timeouts in boxing. Why are you taking? You know that. You should know that. So that's the thing where I'm like confused because that's supposed to be a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. If that's a 10-8 round, I win the fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that draw turned into a 115, 114 my way.
Believing he won the fight, Roach immediately called for a rematch, saying, "I hope to be a multi-division world champion, and this is a fight that will solidify the legacy I want to build."
Gervonta Davis gets a controversial draw against Lamont Roach. 2025 NYC. Both men start the fight wrapped in caution tape while downloading using their powerful Intel Core processors. Tank then begins playing a game of Tom and Jerry as he scurries around the ring, baiting Roach to chase him. Lamont soon starts landing sharp counters as he times Tank, who's dropping low. But Gervonta's cannon straight left soon finds its way home like it's using Google Maps. However, Roach also continues touching Tank with counters during their exchanges. But the Baltimore native's straight left keeps repeatedly connecting like AT&T, walloping Lamont as he angles around him with the geometric brilliance of Pythagoras. By round 6, though, Davis has taken control by investing in the breadbasket like he's a Stella Doro stockholder, while also cracking Roach's Liberty Bell like they're in Philly. But at this point, Lamont's titanium-dipped chin is rearing its head.
Lamont Roach Jr. took to social media to stoke the controversy further, posting a cryptic yet confident tweet that read, "Word around the block, your favorite fight finding 30-13-01 2XX2 division champ." The message, which quickly gained traction among boxing fans, suggests that Roach is not only anticipating a favorable ruling on his appeal, but is also implying that Gervonta Davis's undefeated record may soon be tarnished.
Performance for sure. I'm definitely happy with my performance. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won, and I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds, and even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. So I don't think there's any excuse for me not to win tonight, but that's just how the cookie crumbles.
There's a few things I want to dissect about the fight. Let's just start off with the beginning. It seemed like a little bit of a cagey opening on both behalves, both of you just trying to figure each other out. What was your initial thoughts of those first 3, 4, 5 rounds whilst you were both getting to grips with each other?
Just getting the information, seeing how he reacted to certain stuff. I'm pretty sure he was trying to do the same thing. And he's an excellent fighter. He's undefeated for a reason. With a 90-something% knockout, I mean, it ain't that no more. But you know what I'm saying? But with a 90% knockout ratio and everything like that, it take a little thinking in there. It's a thinking man's game, especially when it's on that type of level.
Critics argue that Davis intentionally took a knee in the 9th round against Roach to disrupt his opponent's rhythm and regain control of the fight by voluntarily going down. Davis may have been looking for a few extra seconds to recover rather than risk being overwhelmed by Roach's aggressive attacks. Many fans and analysts see this as a veteran tactic aimed at breaking Roach's momentum.
And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's sport waves, the soul glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eyed and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight trained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rulings.